football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nevada Wolfpack. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. Dropping back, it's Wells. Fires to the right. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on third. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Nevada's offense will get the ball for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every...
There he goes! Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Lost a throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Good, solid tackle. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Steps away. Looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. To the air, it's Wells. It's complete. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pryor. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The give to the tailback. Looking for the end zone. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal. Knocking on the door. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea. Handing it up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nevada.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They kick it away on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. This is a designed run. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Rides to back and leaves it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Wells. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. NC State going up tempo.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end to the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. They go to the draw. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center, perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out. And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's got him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Wells. The screen, and watch out. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Diggs. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to On
3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Running back searching for a hole. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Gentry. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Finding open areas. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun 1st half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wells. Pulls it in, it's Lockett. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to get it to the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nevada.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Diggs. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Wells. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to that first down marker.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground, he's got it again. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wells. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to ball his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback's got the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nevada. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Zings it complete to the right. After the filthy move, he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And some room to work. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Second down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Nevada just needs a few inches here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The Wolfpack will get the 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.